This week, we tackle a topic that hits close to home and ahead. We dig into the booming hair loss and hair growth industry in the Philippines. Meet the founder of a local innovator, Minoxiplus, Joseph Marie Sevilla, and uncover how business, science, and personal confidence intersect.
Yung mission kasi natin, Cesar, is to give the best value. By giving the best products, services, it's the gold standard. It's a #1 dermatologist recommended for hair growth.
We are now open for business.
It is a signal to the world. We are open for business.
Hair today, gone tomorrow. Hair loss is more than just a cosmetic concern. It's a multi-million-dollar global and local market driven by rising prevalence, lifestyle changes, and an increasingly conscious consumer base. In the Philippines alone, people are seeking both science-backed and innovative solutions, from topical treatments to clinical therapies, as demand grows steadily year after year. We are joined by Joseph Marie Sevilla, the founder of Minoxiplus, a homegrown brand aiming to make hair growth solutions accessible and relevant for Filipino consumers. How are you, Joe?
I'm very good. Thank you for having me. Thank you for this opportunity, Cesar.
We met at the Philippine Chamber of
Yes.
Commerce Quezon City chapter, and it's nice to see you being inducted as one of the board of trustees. So far, how's your membership with the PCCI?
Congratulations to us. So PCCI is a catalyst in a business organization kasi it helps mentor and mentee alike, and it joins together to really boost your business and your business know-how at the same time.
How long have you been a member of PCCI?
Since 2019.
I see.
Since 2019. So medyo matagal na rin.
So ang napansin ko rin din, Joe, sa PCCI, maraming mga maliliit na negosyo. As a matter of fact, during the induction and turnover ceremonies, there were a lot of booth spaces featuring MSMEs. Is that also how you started?
Yes, humble beginnings. We started very small, backyard industry. Then we went full-blown manufacturing business. Meron siyang proseso, and malaking process dito is yung mga mentors natin sa PCCI. I'm grateful to them sa mga lessons and mga tips na lagi nilang sinashare. Kaya if every one of you wanted to join PCCI, Quezon City, you're all welcome. And we want to welcome you to, enjoy the journey as a business person.
As a founder, what market gap did you personally identify that made you believe the Philippines needed a homegrown hair growth solution like Minoxiplus? Would you credit your nursing background for this shift?
Yeah, generally, yes, I can say that I can credit my nursing background because nursing in itself is packed with science. So the principles behind nursing is based on clinical trials, studies. So we would know if it's effective or not, the way we treat people and the way we take care of people. So generally speaking, yes, I can attribute to that. And for the question, in any gap that we address for the Filipino people, we will have to go back to our core or to our mission. Yung mission kasi natin, Cesar, is to give the best value to our clients by giving the best products, services, and know-how. So given that, we studied yung minoxidil business. And we saw yung mga top players sa US, Europe, and other countries, what they have is only minoxidil in itself. So minoxidil as an active ingredient, it should be 5%, not 20, not 15. The most optimal percentage is 5%. It's the gold standard. It's a #1 dermatologist recommended for hair growth. Itong
Minoxidil.
minoxidil, as an active ingredient. It's a drug.
5% is the gold standard.
Yes.
What if, ano ba mangyayari kapag lesser than 5% or more than 5%? Let's say pag 3 or 3% lang, ano mangyayari? It's not effective?
Wala masyado eh. Wala masyadong effect eh. Pero pag 5%, yun yung pinaka-optimal. Kapag 15-20% naman, you're just paying more. Pero the most significant part there is 5%. Yun yung pinaka may kabuluhan na ingredient percentage. So,
Pero wala bang side effects pag sobra naman? Like say, for example, beyond the standard 5%?
yes, it can have side effects like irritation, redness. So that's why it's very important to really consult your doctor and to be more professional in terms of your journey or your process in the hair growth journey. So in terms of gap, minoxidil is one. The leading products in the whole world, they have only 5% minoxidil. However, minoxidil is the gold standard, yes. So it's very, very effective. It will make your hair grow. However, it doesn't attack or block the root cause of hair loss. So the root cause of hair loss is a hormone. Hormone called DHT or dihydrotestosterone. So you need to block this DHT kasi this DHT attached to your hair follicles and pinapaliit niya, deminiaturization. Pinapaliit niya para matanggal and mawala na, mamatay na yung hair follicle. So yes, it's effective. However, kulang. So in terms of gap, wala pang nagbibigay ng gantong value to our clients. That's why we introduced minoxidil with a DHT blocker. And minoxidil is a drug and we put a botanical. So botanical realm, sa plant-based, ang pinaka-effective, ang number 1 na DHT blocker, saw palmetto. And that's what we have.
So palmetto is
Yes.
what?
Saw palmetto is a plant. Pwede
Is it grown here in the Philippines?
Yes. It's grown here in the Philippines, tropical countries, pwede
Okay.
siya. And siya yung pinaka-effective sa DHT blocking.
Where do you source these plants? Here in the Philippines then?
Yeah, we can source these plants and we can extract it or we can get a powdered form from reputable suppliers across the world and you mix it with minoxidil, nagiging 2-in-1 siya. So you grow your hair, at the same time, you block the DHT which is the root cause in the first place of why your hair is thinning. So two-prong siya. So in all hair grower products, in the Philippines and abroad, walang ganon. So we wanted na to give the best value to our clients. That's why we incorporated saw palmetto. And not only that, we incorporated more ingredients like LCLT, neem and ginger, para mas maging healthy yung scalp for blood circulation. LCLT naman, it's a L-carnitine L-tartrate. So L-carnitine meaning energy. Minoxidil kasi it needs massive energy for it to work. We get those energy from the food we intake, from the water, and from the sleep. Ito si LCLT, readily available na siyang energy. So when you mix LCLT with minoxidil, nagiging super minoxidil na siya. Kasi meron siyang readily available energy to do what it's intended to do.
Parang it reinforces pa or
Yes.
it invigorates the power of
Yes.
minoxidil.
Yes, it superpowers the minoxidil ingredient. So all of this in combination gives best value to our clients at a very affordable price, very competitive price, and I think, we all think in our team, in Happy Life Organics and the creator of Minoxiplus, we can bridge the gap sa mga hair loss suffering ng mga clients natin.
That is interesting, Joe, finding the root cause of hair loss. And it's amazing to know that you're really pushing for innovation, And that is exactly what we wanted to have, diba? Especially for entrepreneurs like you na siyempre, for you to survive the market. And I think some of the brands are even imported, diba? But here you are, a Filipino brand, a brand manufactured in the Philippines, formulated by Filipinos, for the Filipinos. So how did you discover that? Can you give us a background on how you formulated that?
As a person, medyo nerd ako sa clinical trials and studies.
Okay.
So I'm into reading a lot of studies and clinical trials. Yun talaga yung gustong-gusto ko. Nagbabasa ako ng mga clinical trials, ng mga studies. When I wake up, studies na, basa-basa. Ngayon, mas madali, may iPad eh.
Yes.
Tapos, before matulog, basa-basa na yan. Ano ba yung future? Ano ba yung innovation? And may secret pa ako dyan nung bata. Maybe 7 years old ako. So, check ko yung bottle ng soda.
Okay.
Check ko yung ingredients. Uy, paano ko ba gagawin to? So, naalala ko lang before, iniisip ko yun, paano ko siya gagawin. Nag-elementary, high school, college, tapos bumalik sa akin, curious na talaga ako sa mga ingredients. And ever since, talaga nagbabasa ako ng mga studies, ng mga ganyan. So, yun yung naging fuel, na meron pang something better. Actually, in the next 10, 15, 20 years, ma-obsolete na itong mga to eh. Meron pang magiging mas magaling pa. Pero right now, at this point, ito yung pinaka for us, ito yung pinaka magaling for our clients na pwede lang gamitin right away.
I think with your industry, there's a lot of compliance, di ba? You
Yes.
go to administration, FDA, and you
Yes.
needed a lot of certifications. So, can you describe how the process went? And finally, how you really made sure that this is really superior compared to your competitors?
It's very rigid, yung FDA process. Pero ako, I believe, FDA is there to help and protect the people.
Yeah.
So that's why the process is so rigid to protect the people. It took us years to get our facility to be FDA approved, our laboratory, our plant to be FDA approved, our products to be in process. Took us years. Pero it's worth it naman. Kasi for me, dalawang bagay yung legitimacy check eh. First is if it's FDA approved or at least FDA processed na ba siya. So meron siya dapat DTN or document tracking number.
So, ibig sabihin, pinaprocess pa yun.
Pinaprocess na siya,
yung
oo.
FDA.
Yes.
So, pero yun, allowed na commercially to be sold in the market pag may number.
Strictly speaking, hindi pa dapat.
Hindi pa dapat.
Pero at least in the process ka na.
I see.
Tapos,
Okay.
second naman, dapat meron kang website.
Okay.
So, kasi if merong complaints, kailangan mo i-complain sa website yun and kay FDA. So, tatawag mo sa website ni company,
Oo.
"Oy, meron akong complaints." Tapos i-address ni company. O sige, ganito. Tapos i-report naman niya kay FDA yun.
Okay.
So, para tatlo yung nag-handle. Si client, si company, and si FDA. Kapag wala kang website, saan tatawag ang client? So, for us, legitimacy check, dalawa FDA approved or in the process. Second is kung may website or may pwedeng tawagan kung may nangyari.
Okay. Joe, before we go to the other questions, I'll just read this research. Kasi the reason why you're here is that not only to promote how innovative Filipino entrepreneurs like you are, but to see also how big this market is. And based on this data, the broader hair care market in the Philippines, which includes everyday grooming products and specialized treatments, is growing steadily with revenues projected to reach 1.8 billion in 2024 and forecast to expand further by 2023. What's your reaction to that? Kasi siyempre talaga napakalaking negosyo pala nito. And the other one says here that the hair loss therapeutics market, treatments for hair loss, was valued at 18 million in 2022 and it is projected to reach $33 million. We're talking here about dollars, not pesos, growing at 8% compound annual growth rate. And then we see that there's a lot of treatments that includes topical, oral, and device-based options. What's your reaction to that?
First off, sa monetary value, no? Well, it's a bonus. Pero our core values talaga, why we started it, is very personal. So, when we were studying this, I myself had thinning problem, had hair loss problem. So 2 years ago, down the drain sa shower, ang dami kong hair. So nag-try ako ng mga products, ng minoxidil products, and hindi siya nag-work. For me, coming from that experience, sabi namin, wait lang, manufacturer nga pala tayo. So mag-drill down talaga tayo. Let's get the best of everything. So clinical trials again, studies, para makapag-create ng product na to. Now, yung journey na yon, from thinning hair to glowing hair, we wanted to share to other people in a very affordable price. Kasi ang SRP usually ng mga minoxidil products, it's ranging from 1,200, 1,500. For us, it's only 486 pesos. It's very, very affordable.
400 pesos compared to 1,200 and above.
Yes.
Okay.
It's very affordable para meron siyang compliance. Kasi yung minoxidil as an ingredient, gagamitin mo siya for life na eh. If you use it as a maintenance, for example, meron kang high BP, meron kang high BP meds,
correct.
and you will use it forever. So, ganun din siya. So, it's a drug, it's a maintenance. So, how can you sustain a product that costs 1,200, 1,500? Ang sakit sa bulsa.
And how often do you use that? Every day?
Yes, every day. That 400 peso product, 60 ml siya, then you can spray it sa morning ng 6 times, spray it sa gabi ng 6 times ulit, and it will last you for a month, for 30 days, for only 400 pesos. So very affordable siya. Therefore, mako-comply mo talaga. Kasi yung hair growth journey is a long game. So one factor there is compliance. Major factor yung compliance. So if the price value is very high, meron difficult to comply. Now, we share all of these things to provide the best value to our clients and to disrupt the market, but at the same time, more importantly, to help people like me who suffered from hair thinning, from hair loss. And we want to regain their confidence. Yung confidence kasi na to, based sa mga studies, pag in-analyze mo siya, hindi mo siya maka-quantify in terms of money. Pero pag kinwantify mo talaga, ang layo ng nadadating eh. Pwede ka mag-succeed sa job, pwede ka ma-promote because you're confident, pwede ka makapag-sell ng malaki because you're confident. Hindi mo siya ma-quantify, pero pag inisip mo talaga siya, uy, ang laking bagay. Ang laking bagay ng confidence. So, dun sa tanong, for us, it's a bonus na may market value na ganun. Pero doon kami pumapasok sa core values namin. We want to help muna the people around us and to give them the best product or solution possible for their challenges or for their problems.
The hair loss market here in the Philippines is evolving, with people increasingly looking for targeted solutions for thinning, shedding, and receding hairlines. What trends have you observed in how Filipino consumers are approaching hair loss treatment, and how does that influence your product strategy?
Very madiskarte ang Pinoy. Since madiskarte tayo, we do DIY, do it yourself. Madiskarte, so ako na lang, gagawin ko na lang. So sometimes may tsamba, pwede yun. Sometimes hindi. That's why it's very important to really consult a doctor. And one doctor that I know, specialized in hair and scalp, is Dr. Ryan Encabo. So talaga siya, doctor din, na talagang nakalbo talaga siya. And na-regain niya yung hair niya. And since doctor siya, alam talaga niya yung science behind everything. Every ingredient, every product. So that's number one, education. Nasa awareness stage tayo or age tayo, information age. May AI pa, one tap of a finger, available na lahat ng kailangan natin malaman. Pero that's where we come in. We want to educate people. Kasi nagkakaroon ng misinformation. So yun nga, madiskarte ang Pinoy, tapos merong misinformation. Mahirap. Kasi may mga ibang products, ibang items, nagkakaroon ng hype lang eh. Dahil ininog ni ganito, in-endorse ni ganyan, or ginamit ni ganito, nag-hype na. So we want to battle that through education. That's why we created PHLA, Philippine Hair Loss Association.
So, are you a founding member of
yes,
that? Okay.
I'm the founder together with Dr. Ryan Encabo.
Okay.
So we founded this, and the main purpose of this is education. Para siyang 3 bridges. So yung mga doctors expert, yung mga clients, and yung mga products. Ang nagbe-bridge sa kanya, si PHLA. Usually, nowadays, maraming disinformation. So if you're a member of PHLA, you will be well-informed, scientifically informed on what to do. Kasi sabi natin, ang hair growth journey is a long game. Usually 3 months para magkaroon ng effect. Ngayon, kapag nag-DIY tayo, dahil nakinig tayo kung saan-saan, sa noise, yung 3 months tayo matatapon kasi baka masunog yung scalp, masira yung hair lalo, hindi natin mabalik yun. Eh what if meron talagang right avenue to get the right knowledge to really guide you on your hair growth journey? So that's where PHLA comes in. To really educate the right information to clients and give the right products and give the right information.
You have to really consult your doctor. Pero in your case ba, di ba, like say for example, they buy in stores where you are available, they can go to your website or to your social media pages, which you will announce later. But assuming they don't have their own, do you have like say a network of doctors that they can consult before they buy products from Minoxiplus?
Yes, at this point wala pa. Pero the PHLA should address that.
Okay.
Kasi magkakaroon tayo ng mga symposium, convention about hair conference. And meron tayong mga expert opinions. Meron tayong mga professionals, mga KOLs, key opinionated leaders. that will speak about and give information readily available. So right now, meron tayong groups for PHLA, and we're starting to establish yung PHLA. And the purpose is to really help the people. But yes, it's very important to really consult your doctors first. But the good thing with Minoxidil, OTC siya, over the counter. So wala siyang prescription.
Correct.
Pero pwede siyang bilhin over the counter. So doon tayo babalik sa 2 legitimacy test. FDA approved ba yung facility na ginagawa yon? And meron siyang FDA papers. And meron ba siyang website? Kasi na they can contact you. So doon tayo babalik.
For feedback.
For feedback, yeah.
Pero my question is, assuming you want to go to the doctor, so anong klaseng doctor? Derma?
May derma, yes. Derma, trichologist.
Trichologist.
Or hair specialist na
I
doctors.
see.
Malaking bagay talagang education. Kasi when you're educated and you know something about the product, then you'll be more informed. If you're more informed, you'll be more confident to use the product. And mas magiging effective siya sa'yo. So again, synergistic approach siya. So Minoxidil is a gold standard. #1 dermatologist recommended na active ingredient for hair loss. Si Minoxidil. Then, bigyan mo ng DHT blocker, which is saw palmetto, para to attack the root cause. And of course, bigyan mo ng energy si Minoxidil, which is LCLT. Readily available use na si Minoxidil. And ginger and neem for blood circulation. Si ginger kasi and neem, meron siyang antibacterial, antifungal effect. So, nalilinis niya yung scalp. Kasi, kahit ano pang ganda ng product mo, pag hindi malinis yung scalp, mabablock lang niya eh. Pag nag-spray ka, mabablock niya eh. So, you have to clean that. Para pag sa spray, ma-absorb niya well. So, doon papasok si ginger and neem.
Wow.
So, very synergistic yung effect ng yung ingredients na yon. So, and it's a combination of drug, Minoxidil, and plant-based na products.
May mga karaniwang resulta or dahilan yung hair loss dito sa Pilipinas. It says here about 1.8% of Filipinos are estimated to experience alopecia or hair loss, with drivers including genetics, lifestyle, stress, nutrition, smoking, and aging. So halimbawa, sige, sabihin natin, wag na tayong lumayo, di ba? So in my case, I know that, from my dad to my brothers, we had this, di ba? After reaching our peak, and then eventually, you go into hair loss, to baldness. Pero, dito pala, hindi lang genetics. Meron din yung lifestyle din, may stress, yung pagkain din. So, can you, talk about this rising prevalence of hair loss and the causes?
May light story ako dyan. When I was young, my dad kasi is kalbo na rin talaga. So, inasar ako ng mga friends ko nung bata, uy, naku, magiging kalbo ko pag paglaki mo.
Tama.
Naku, ako naman, confident. Hindi May mga products na magiging available nun. So funny, ironic, tayo pala mag-i-introduce nun, no? Imagine, after 30 years, 40 years, imagine, no? Totoo yung genetics plays a major role in hair loss journey. So one is genetics, nutrition, stress, bodily intake. Pero genetics is #1. Talagang kapag kalbo yung parents mo, sa mother side or sa dad side, most probably, ikaw din. Tapos na-stress ka pa. Tapos deficient ka pa sa nutrition. Tapos wala ka pang ginagawa. Kaya nga, again, education, the earlier, the better.
So, ibig sabihin, kahit na paparating ka na doon, or don't wait for it, di ba?
Yes,
Pwedeng ganun.
exactly.
Sabi mo nga, maintenance, di ba?
Yes.
Kasi I think I had this when I reached 40 yata,
40,
parang
okay.
ganyan. So, kailan ka magsisimula? Pwede bang, kunyari, kolehiyo pa lang yung bata, ang kapal-kapal pa ng buhok niya.
Yes.
Pwede na ba yon? At what point in the life of a person will he take Minoxiplus?
Alam mo, Cesar, ang ganda ng insight mo. Kasi it's a multifactorial. Yung reason kaya nagkakaroon ng balding or hair loss.
Okay.
Multifactorial. Ngayon, since multifactorial siya, multifactorial din yung solution. Pero one very important factor is yung early treatment. Kapag 20s ka pa lang, doon pinaka-the best na gumamit. Kapag 20s ka pa lang, meron ka ng mga
20s.
hair fall,
Okay.
gumamit ka na kagad. Kasi since bata ka pa, malakas pa yung mga hair follicles mo. Now, ang hair follicles kasi, ganyan siya.
Okay.
So pag bata ka, very healthy. As you grow old, 20s, 30s, lumiliit siya,
Nagbe-break.
nagpa-flat siya, hanggang nagiging dead na siya. So kapag 40s na, 50s, wala nang hair follicle, wala nang i-revive.
Okay.
Now, kapag meron kang hair fall by 20s, tapos yung follicles mo maganda pa, pwede niya pa ma-regenerate.
Okay.
Because of the drug, because of the nutrition, because of the rest, kaya niya pang i-regenerate yun. Kasi healthy pa eh. Kumbaga yung gamot, nagiging effective lalo. Kasi yung host is younger. And mas kaya niyang i-accept, i-process yung medicine na yun. That's why the earlier the better. So 20s, kapag meron kang hair thinning, go na, wag mo na antayin mag-30 or 25 kasi very crucial yun. Kasi yung hair natin, for example, ito yung levels ng hair. Pag 20s ka, ito na yung levels ng hair mo eh. Tapos pag tumatanda ka, bumababa yan. Pag nag-intervention ka ng mga products like minoxidil, ito na yung minemaintain mo. So, hindi siya babalik doon. Pero bumalik, pero konti. Pero ito na yung maintain mo. Ngayon, pag bumaba ulit siya, ito na yung maintain mo naman. So that's why, pag mag-maintain, ito na. Para kung gado karami yung hair mo, ito na yung i-maintain mo. Huwag mo siya pababain ng ganun. Kasi yun na yung magiging maintenance mo. Just like sa skin. Pag nag-skin tayo, nagkaroon tayo ng mga wrinkles. So you want to stop that eh. So stop or to pause that. Pero kung anong meron ka, yun na yun, hindi mo siya ma-reverse. Yun na yun siya. So you want to prolong na lang yung stage na yun.
What is insightful here is that Minoxiplus products are not necessarily for those who have this hair thinning experiences, di ba? As you mentioned, it's like, something that's preventive din. Tama ba yun?
Yes, very correct. Prevention is better than cure.
Yes.
So we wanted to fight on the disease early on. Para, di ba, for example, di ba, inuubo ka pa lang. Gusto mo nang magpahinga ka na, wag ka na kumain ng sweets, di ba? Para hindi na siya mag-progress. So ganoon din dito sa hair loss. Bantayan mo na siya, alagaan mo na siya, para hindi na siya mag-progress. And meron tayong mga products and doctors to help us with that.
How do you address issues of legitimacy, quality assurance, and consumer trust? Halimbawa, di ba, sa mga produkto ngayon, there's a lot of options, Joe. Di ba?
Yes.
So how would you know what are the red flags, or how do you help the consumers, somehow, believe that this is something legitimate and that they can trust this product?
Alam mo, ang ganda nun, Cesar, yung sinabi mong red flags. Kasi very important, parang check mark siya eh. Or to, red flag to, check, wag yan. Siguro mga red flags that we can identify is kapag may hair grower na sobrang affordable, like 200, 300 pesos, magtaka na tayo. Tapos ang taas ng minoxidil content. So parang medyo may question mark. Tapos second, yung ingredients wala sa bottles. So bakit wala?
Hindi naka-print.
Hindi naka-print. So red flag yun. Bakit wala yung ingredients dito?
Basta brand lang.
Baka brand,
address lang, parang ganyan, brand lang.
Sino pa gumawa nito? So yung manufacturer ba, FDA-approved facility ba to? So yun yung mga red flags. Tapos sobrang hype naman ng claims. 1 week lang, hair grow ka na. Yung mga ganun mga
So parang
hype.
parang too good to be true.
Too good to be true, yes.
So parang sa investments din, pag sinabi niya, yaman ka bukas.
Oo, parang, ops. Parang, you have to be grounded eh. And you have to be parang based on science talaga siya eh. Another red flag is, hindi siya kilala ng doctor mo. Or pag sinearch siya, wala siyang website. Sa mga marketplaces lang siya available. Tapos puro hype. So yun yung mga red flags. So again, punta tayo sa mga kailangan natin i-identify. So dapat may website, dapat may mga complete ingredients, and number one, of course, approved by FDA. So especially your facility. Dapat yung facility mo itself is a licensed FDA facility. Kasi doon magbo-boil down lahat, doon mo siya gagawin eh. And everything, GMP practice kasi siya eh. So, ang laking bagay nun.
And as you mentioned, you are one of the members and founding members of the Philippine Hair Loss Association,
Yes.
PHLA.
Yes.
Diba? So, basically, with this association, you're not just helping people who do not necessarily buy your products,
Yes.
but these are industry practices or
Yes.
industry information, correct?
Yes. Other legit products can enter that PHLA and we can give them a badge that this is a PHLA approved product or facility or clinic. Para may alam ng tao, aware sila na, it underwent to a rigid process na maging legit talaga ito. So that's one way for legitimacy check, yung PHLA na badge na we will create. So, yun. Kasi ang purpose talaga niya is to help and to really give light to confused consumers. Kasi ang daming lalabasan eh.
Yes,
Hype lang
correct,
lahat eh.
correct.
So, kailangan natin nang i-align para tama yung gamitin. Kasi long game, sayang yan naman yung 3 months mo, 6 months kung mali yung... Baka naubos pa yung hair eh. You want to protect that hair eh. Yung mga doctors, meron silang staging. So stage 1, 2, 3.
What are those stages?
So stage 1, yun yung pinaka-healthy hair.
Okay.
So wala ka pang ng baldness. Stage 2, may mga konting receding.
Okay.
Stage 3, nagkakaroon ng bald spot sa
Bald
tuktok.
spot.
Tapos yung mga 4, 5, 6, yun yung medyo mahirap nang i-treat. So yung stage 1 to 3, yun dapat gamitin natin lahat to para ma-health talaga sila. And stage 4, 5, 6, yun kailangan mo siya in combination with doctors na.
Minoxiplus offers multiple products. What insights from Filipino scalps and hair types have influenced how you formulate these products, especially the botanical components like neem and ginger?
Endemic regionally, yung neem, ginger, and saw palmetto. Kasama din doon yung Filipino pride natin. Once we go global, Filipino ingredients made by the Filipinos for the world. So meron tayong flag doon na may pride na Filipino product to, and taas noo tayo dito. Now we can compete with top products abroad using Filipino ingenuity and products that we can offer for the global clients. So may mga naka-pipeline tayo for that. We have a timeline. It's a goal for us to be open for business in a global scenario. We wanted to create an avenue wherein people across the globe can have access to information, education, and AI at the same time. Kasi pipicture mo lang yung hair mo eh. Then may mga questionnaires. Pwedeng doctors doon na makausap mo and then makapag-recommend sa'yo. So mas magiging fast-paced siya. It will be launched here in the Philippines, pero it will be global ang sasakupin niya in terms of everything. Education, selling, recommendation ng mga doctors natin.
I realized, di ba, maano rin yan, matindi rin yung patent pag ganyan, di ba? Paano yun? Parang, since you manufactured it, you develop it, you formulated it here in the Philippines, paano yung who owns the patent? Like, say, for example, with all the ingredients that you mentioned today, is there a specific patent? How do you process in that in terms of legal or documentation?
That's very insightful. We have a trademark for the Minoxiplus brand. But for patent, I am inspired by Elon Musk.
Okay.
Yung sa EV na mga cars, di ba?
Yes.
Hindi niya pinatent yun eh. In-open source niya yun eh. That's why China ang galing eh. Sa China, ang dami niyang mga EV cars.
Yes.
Kasi hindi niya pinatent yun.
At natatalo ng mga
Natatalo
ibang
na.
brands na matataas
Yes,
ngayon, di ba?
ang galing ng mga China cars. So, the team was inspired by that. Kasi, babalik tayo sa core values is to help people to regain yung confidence and regain yung hair growth. Kung gagayahin tayo, it's okay.
It's your honor.
It's,
Ano tawag doon? Parang,
it's an honor sa part natin, flattering. Pero kung gagayahin tayo, tapos dadami naman yung magkakaroon ng confidence and magkaka-hair growth naman sila, why not? I think it's a blessing in its own eh. And if you share it, then maraming katulad natin na manufacturer na gagawa and daming products na magiging magaling and maraming matutulungan na tao. So I think we are winning the game already. Kasi again, based on our values and our mission, we want to help people talaga. A win-win for us yun.
You sound like you have a solid, grounded corporate values. Can you give me a background of that? Was that something that was discussed by the owners of the company, by you? And in terms of the inspiration of these values, was that something that was shared to you by your mentors, or maybe you were influenced also by family members?
Yes, actually ang dami kasi ako when I graduated para akong sponge eh. So I really learned a lot from people I know. I'm very grateful sa mga mentorships nila and knowledges that you guys are pouring in. Pero siguro just to simplify things, nobody's perfect. Pero you have to have principles to guide you. To be kahit papano, medyo guided. Kahit papano strong yung values mo. Kasi those principles, hindi siya nababali eh. It will be your foundations. So kahit anong noise, kahit anong gulo, if you have those foundations, if you have those principles, doon ka lang magkikling on. Kunwari, so far, ang layo na ng tingin mo. Sobrang visionary, layo na tingin mo. Wait lang, ano bang values natin? Aligned ba sa vision yung values natin? So, yun siya yung nagsaset ng tone. Yung principles na to, yung values na to. And then, from there, solid siya, then you can be anyone or anything that you wanted to be because of those values. Kasi deeply rooted ka eh, and grounded.
Wow, impressive for a young man like you. You've talked about making hair growth simple, effective, and affordable. How do you balance affordability with ensuring efficacy, especially when competing with international brands and clinical treatments that may cost more? I think you touched on this, but maybe if you can expound more.
Medyo matagal kami nag-ayos nito kasi mahirap talaga kumuha ng reputable suppliers. Pero siguro I can cite 3 instances kaya napapababa natin yung presyo. One is international suppliers.
Okay.
And we get it by the bulk. Very expensive kapag by the bulk, pero mas affordable nila ibibigay.
Yeah.
Tapos kapag international supplier, reputable sila kasi meron silang mga studies, mga certificate of analysis, kompleto yung studies na. Therefore, as manufacturer, we'll be confident na talagang what we got from them is really effective and it's really top-notch. Second, yung mga plant-based natin, we can create our own here in the Philippines. So magtanim-tanim tayo, extract natin yung juices, yung essence, and then we incorporate it. So mas affordable yun. Third, hindi tayo available sa trade, sa modern trade, sa mga supermarket, department store. Alam naman natin if you're available there, medyo may hefty price increase kasi nga may mga placement fees and marketing, etc. And the list goes on. So those 3 things in combination, napapababa natin yung price. And again, yung pinaka-mission is compliance. Ang laking bagay ng compliance sa price So kapag 1.2 versus 400 of a product, tas effective, affordable, tas maganda, doon na tayo sa 400. Mako-comply pa natin siya. Pero those are the 3 major things. Kaya natin napapaba yung presyo. So, hindi naman sobrang laki yung kita natin. Meron pa rin, kahit papano. Pero kung magbo-volume naman tayo, kung, again, tied sa vision natin and sa values natin, mapaparami naman yung gagamit, mapaparami yung magkakaroon ng confidence, and matutulungan natin. O di win-win naman siya in the end.
You encourage routine use for results over months. How do you approach educating consumers on realistic expectations, treatment, timelines, and proper usage so they don't get discouraged early?
Siguro first is acceptance.
Okay.
So we have to accept and educate people. And as a clientele, we have to accept already na hindi to wonder drug na 1 week, 2 weeks, okay na. Ang pinaka-window talaga niya is 3 months. So minsan earlier, 2 months, pero ang pinaka-sweet spot is 3 months. So you have to use it 3 months. Kasi may hormone dito and may hair growing process to So hindi siya basta-basta na, naglagay ako ngayon, naisipan ko lang, effective na kagad. As a clientele, dapat ang mindset natin, we have to accept na magkakaroon ng result to 3 months and above. 3 months and above. So dapat yun, acceptance muna. Then when we accept that, compliance na.
Okay.
So magko-comply na tayo.
Compliance is like your maintenance na.
Maintenance na, you have to use it every day. Kasi tutulungan niya mag-hair growth ka talaga. Pero if you stop, masya-shed off din.
And then it will go back to the original case.
Yes, it will go back to the original case. So kaya dapat siya ituloy-tuloy talaga. Since maintenance siya, yun, gagamitin mo siya lagi-lagi.
Your product line includes options for hair, brows, and beard. How does this multi-use positioning reflect your understanding of consumer needs, especially for younger and more socially conscious demographics?
Yeah, for our younger clients, no, very experimental sila. Gusto nila magka-goatee, balbas, no. So pwede rin naman. Pwede rin naman. So at least added value rin ito sa kanila, hindi lang sa hair, pwede rin sa eyebrows, sa mga mustache, sa beard, sa goatee, pwede rin siya patubuin. Pero again, hindi siya 1 month lang, dapat 3 months and above.
From applicant formulating to scaling distribution, what's the single biggest challenge you've faced building a hair growth brand in a crowded and often confusing market, and how did you overcome it?
Oh yeah, alam mo, disinformation is a big problem.
Okay.
And an opportunity that we see is education.
Ano ba yung example ng disinformation na
Mga
paulit-ulit?
Marketing na hype Hype lang, tapos sobrang affordable, tapos hindi naman effective. Or pwedeng effective pero masusunog yung scalp mo. So in the long run, you're not helping the client So in
You're
the long
ruining their hair, di ba?
Pero in the long run, baka masunog yung scalp. So in the long run, mas talo. Hindi na siya nakamura. mas napapamahal pa siya kasi magpapa-hair transplant na siya. There's no turning back.
Nakasama pa.
Nakasama
Okay.
pa eh.
Looking at innovation in the industry, from topical solutions to clinical approaches like PRP or laser therapy, how do you see Minoxiplus evolving? Are there research directions or partnerships you're considering?
Yeah, PRP is very effective, as well as laser or light therapy. They're very effective. However, the gold standard remains to be minoxidil. So you can do in conjunction. So you go to your doctor, you do PRP. Nasa stage 4, 5, 6 na to. When you do PRP, nasa stage 4, 5, 6 ka na of hair thinning. Then mag-PRP ka, mag-laser ka. Pero aside from that, you will still use Minoxiplus na may minoxidil kasi siya pa rin ang gold standard eh. So ino-open lang niya yung mga roots pero still you need to have a drug. Saka siya yung number 1 dermatologist recommended talaga eh, for hair growth eh. Hindi siya either or, it's and. So PRP and Minoxiplus or minoxidil.
Complementation talaga.
Yes.
Experts often stress consulting dermatologists before starting treatment. That's what you mentioned, especially for triggers like hormonal causes, stress, or underlying health issues. How do you incorporate that responsible perspective into your brand communication?
Yes, dapat scientific yung approach. We always tell people to consult your doctors first. And I think PHLA is a big part here. Kasi it will bridge everyone eh. Kahit sinong minoxidil player ka pa, Minoxiplus ka pa or others, you can still be a PHLA member.
Wow.
And kahit sinong doctor, basta ang goal mo is for hair, you can be a PHLA member. Also clients. And if you bridge that, no, the people will get the best product there is for them, as recommended by the doctors. So PHLA is a really game changer to really guide the people.
And for the final question, a lot of people misunderstand results and expect visible regrowth in just 2 weeks. But credible science suggests patience is key. Sinabi mo nga, at least the threshold is about 3 months.
Yes.
So what's your message to the hair loss community?
So again, the mindset here is acceptance. We have to accept na it's a long game. It's a process. However, this long game and long process, when we stick to it, it's very effective and the results will give a smile in your heart and in your lips. And of course, the confidence, hindi mo siya ma-quantify. I guess your life will be easier and will be more attractive kapag meron kang more confidence. So again, mindset, we have to accept na 3 months to and beyond for the results to kick in. Pero once you're there, you stick with it, with patience and persistence, just like in business, it will grow. So we have this hair growth shampoo. Meron siyang DHT blockers, tas scalp nourishment siya. Wala siyang mga sabon na very irritating.
Okay.
So wala rin siyang fragrances.
Okay.
So scalp therapy siya.
Okay.
So of course, the conditioner, the counterpart, pampalapot, and for hair growth din. Also, ketoconazole shampoo. We've created, by the way, a regimen. If follow mo yung list na to, simplified siya, just one look. Meron ka ng regimen doon for the whole week already. Na kung paano mo siya gamitin yung buong lines. However, it's not yet available in the market. So parang teaser to.
Wow.
Teaser to.
Thank
And
you for choosing Open
of
for
course.
Business to tease your audience.
Yes, I'm very grateful as well. Thank you also for the opportunity. So 2% ketoconazole shampoo, it works well when you want to have your hair growth kasi nililinis niya from dandruff and nire-ready niya yung scalp para to absorb the nutrients. Scalp massager, sometimes kasi when we apply, we put like that lang. Pero kapag may scalp massager, meron siyang silicone, now you can press it para mas directly ma-hit yung scalp natin. Also, we have the original, the signature, Minoxidil Minoxiplus. The signature, it has 5% minoxidil, LCLT, sopalmeted, which is a DHT blocker, ginger and neem for the hair scalp and the hair follicles. And also, dermastamp. So sometimes, hindi enough to. In combination, meron siyang micro needles, hindi siya kinakalawang. So you can use it 10 times and dispose. And then it opens up the scalp. So when you spray like this, ma-absorb talaga niya. Kasi studies have shown, yung gumagamit ito in combination, na-increase niya by 80% yung effectivity pa. So okay na studies yon. And of course, yung bago natin Tri-Active, di pa masyadong available to. It has minoxidil, finasteride. Finasteride is a drug component of DHT blocker. So ito, prescription only. prescription only. Hindi siya OTC. Yun.
And Joe, if people are interested, those who are watching Open for Business now, where can they find these products? Where can they buy? And if they want to ask more questions about your company, where can they find you?
Yeah, very simple. Minoxiplus. Minoxiplus. Lagdag natin ng .com. Minoxiplus.com. That's it. That's our website. Minoxiplus.com. We have also IG and FB. Minoxiplus din yung name. Sa TikTok naman, Happy Life Organics.
Okay, and finally, Joe, alam kong somehow in your journey towards entrepreneurship, siguro may nawala at naubos din yung buhok mo na ilan sa kahirapan sa pagninegosyo.
Oo.
So ano yung maipapayo mo sa mga negosyante naman, sa entrepreneurs, for them to survive and eventually go to the international market in their business?
From the heart, siguro tatlo. You have to know your why. Bakit ka gumigising? Ba't mo siya gagawin? And ano ba yung reason nito? Ba't mo siya gagawin in the first place? Para ba to sa family mo? Para sa iyo? Para sa friends mo? Para sa community? Para sa everyone? So, what's your why? That's very important. Second, all that you do, you have to be persistent. So, there's a lot of challenges. Sabi nila, very glamorous ang pagiging business owner, CEO, president, founder. The truth of the matter is, ang daming nitty-gritty part ng pagiging isang negosyante. It's very difficult, yes. Pero if you're persistent, and if you're talagang nandun ka lang, you have patience and persistence, yun ang one word na sinamarize na lahat ng business books and business movies na napanood ko eh. Sabi, persistence lang eh. So when you're persistent, and you have your why, and then you will get what you're looking for and what your goal is. And third, you have to have faith na you can do this. So those three things in combination, it will spell success. Just trust the process.
Maraming salamat sa iyo, Joe. Maraming salamat sa isang oras na pagsama sa amin upang tunghayan ang isang makabulang usapan ukol sa negosyo dito lang sa Open for Business. Hanggang sa susunod na linggo, samahan nyo kaming muli dito sa Open for Business. Catch us on Facebook and YouTube. Like and subscribe on our social media page at Net25 TV. We will bring you more insights from industry experts, thought leaders, CEOs, and featured SMEs. Together, let us help encourage business development in the Philippines, sharpen your business acumen, feel the pulse, and set the trend for as long as you're informed and open for business. Ito po si Cesar Vallejos. Marami pong salamat.